And a controversial pathway to immigration has been officially closed. A passport for sale scandal in Cyprus, an island country in South Europe, put an end to the practice. Chinese tycoons and communist regime officials had used it to migrate to Europe.
The Eastern Mediterranean country Cyprus has announced the suspension of a golden passport scheme to sell citizenship to wealthy investors. According to documents leaked this August called the Cyprus Papers, around 500 Chinese tycoons and CCP officials have obtained the golden passports during 2017 to 2019. That's over 35% of the total number of these passports issued during that period. The program of this EU member country requires a $2.5 million investment into the country in order to gain Cyprus citizenship. People who get a Cyprus passport are granted easy access to all nations of the European Union. Thus, Cyprus can be a transition to other wealthier countries. But the program became questionable because some people without a clean record still managed to get Cyprus citizenship. For example, some of those 500 Chinese were found to have criminal records. That poses a threat to other EU countries. Cyprus's government tweeted last week that the golden passport scheme will be abolished from November 1st because the program has some loopholes and has been abused. The decision was made one day after the release of an investigative report from the Arabic news network Al Jazeera. The report reveals that former president of the House of Representatives in Cyprus and a House member were willing to assist high-risk persons with criminal records to obtain a golden passport. A reporter from Al Jazeera posed as a Chinese businessman who had supposedly been found guilty of money laundering. According to Cyprus law, he would not be qualified for the golden passport. However, the Cyprus House member guaranteed to get him one as long as he invested enough in the country. After the report went public, the European Union was shocked and requested the government of Cyprus to investigate the case thoroughly. The European Commission had warned Cyprus in an early 2019 report that the golden passport scheme could help organized crime to infiltrate Europe and increase the risk of money laundering, corruption, and tax evasion. As early as 2010, the Chinese Academy of Sciences, or CAS, researched the number of CCP officials that had fled from China. The data revealed the number had reached 18,000 at that time, and they took with them $120 billion. That's an average of over $6.5 million per person. It's thought CCP officials take advantage of schemes such as the Golden Passport and other similar programs to gain citizenship in other countries.